And there's breaking news coming in. The CBI is to move the Supreme Court now against the Mamata Banerjee government. The CBI says the state government is not letting the Central Bureau of Investigation work. The CBI says Mamata Banerjee's government is stopping them from going ahead with the investigations in the Sarda Chit Fund scam, which incidentally was ordered by the Supreme Court. And I want to quickly cut across to India Today's Munish Pandey for more on this story. And this is huge. This is huge. The CBI is now saying that they will then take the legal course because the police in West Bengal has detained CBI officials. You just heard Derek O'Brien, Trinamool Congress MP, who said that there were 40 officers, Pooja, of the CBI who had reached Rajeev Kumar, the Kolkata Police Commissioner's residence. But at this point of time, the CBI also fears that there are documents that are being burnt in the Sarda Chit Fund scam, which incidentally Derek O'Brien, Pooja, claims is only a political vendetta.
Well, that's correct, because the CBI has maintained that this case reached to them via directions of the court, and they may now be taking a legal recourse, because remember, once this reaches the court, it will be an all-out war, but importantly, it will also be an attack against what precisely was done today. Unprecedented scenes there in Kolkata.
And on ground, Mamata Banerjee is now going to sit on a dharna, as Derek O'Brien just telling us that this is being described as Save the Constitution Dharna, because the TMC alleges that the CBI is working as a handmaiden of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the BJP President Amit Shah and the National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. For the latest, I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Indrajit Kundu joining us live from Ground Zero. Indrajit, was it a 40-member CBI team, and where are these 40 members of the CBI as we speak?
Well, there were two, carfuls of CBI officers who went to the Chief Police Commissioner's office this evening, and Gaurav, all of them were then rushed to the nearby Shakespeare Sarani police station, where they were holed up. A CBI Joint Director level officer, we are told his residence, there are police officers there. It's in a different location. It's in Nizam Palace. At the CBI headquarters now, it bears a deserted look. Just about 5 minutes back, all the forces from this very office, PGO complex here in Salt Lake area of Kolkata, the police forces were removed from this area, and finally some officers were there inside. There are other central government offices, the employees came out. So the rest of the offices are shut. The CBI, of course, CBI office is open, because the officers went out of this very office when they reached the police commissioner's office. So clearly there seems to be a stalemate. Mamata Banerjee has now taken the political offensive at this point in time. She is sitting in a dharna in central Kolkata right now, and she will be on a dharna all through the night.
So the Chief Minister of Bengal is sitting on a dharna, and our correspondents are at different locations getting you this non-stop coverage and updates as well. Now joining us, National Affairs Editor Rahul Srivastav. Rahul, Derek O'Brien says that he has approached all other like-minded parties to join them tomorrow in the Parliament. What can be now expected? Any response from the government as well? Rahul, over to you.
Pooja, Gaurav, what top sources of the government are saying that this amounts to a constitutional failure. A constitutional failure because, remember, the case is not CBI's suo motu case. It was ordered by the Supreme Court. And an agency of the central government under the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act, the Section 6 is extremely clear. It says that the extension of powers and jurisdiction of special police establishment to other areas means the CBI has jurisdiction in a case which has been entrusted to move in. Yes, there are certain niceties usually involved that when an agency like CBI or others goes to a place like Calcutta or Kolkata for any investigations, it is not a matter of permission to be taken. Sometimes concurrence is taken, sometimes information is given, but it is not a matter of permission. Now, when the CBI goes there, it is not necessary that we're going to carry out a search, what government sources are saying. It is impeding investigations of the CBI in a case willfully by a state establishment, that is the Kolkata police, and the state government is visibly involved in it. Now, what CBI sources are saying, that they will approach the Supreme Court. Remember, I was a very young reporter at that time, that in sometime in 97 to 98, there was a gentleman called UN Biswas, who later retired as a minister in Mamata Banerjee government. He was a superintendent of police in the CBI in Patna when he wanted to interrogate Lalu Prasad Yadav and arrest him. And there were attempts by the state administration to stall the move. And at that time, UN Biswas had taken a drastic measure of summoning, seeking the assistance of army to arrest Lalu Prasad Yadav. At that time, it was never given, but the Supreme Court was invoked, and the Supreme Court gave a free hand to UN Biswas and the CBI to go ahead and investigate the matter.
Okay,
and the
Rahul,
government
stay
is
with me
saying,
for a moment. Let me also quickly bring in Munish Pandey, who's joining us with the latest. So, Munish, do we know how many CBI officers went to Bengal? Did they have a warrant? And now, what's their next step going to be?
Yeah, well, the CBI is approaching the Supreme Court tomorrow. Remember, this case was handed over to Central Bureau of Investigation by the Supreme Court. And while the CBI was investigating this case under monitoring of the Supreme Court, last year in the month of August, they had written to the DGP of West Bengal and they had joined the Kolkata police, 10 SIT members to join the investigation. Now, Rajeev was part of that SIT team. CBI wanted to investigate him, and today they went to examine him. Now, there were 5 officers of Central Bureau of Investigation who went to his residence to examine him, but they were stopped. And what we have been given to understand by CBI is that all these 5 officers were detained by the Kolkata police. Now, CBI is saying that they have no other option to approach Supreme Court against the Kolkata police, and why their officers were detained by the Kolkata police, and even the joint director residence has been surrounded by the Kolkata police.
That's very, very interesting. In a way, what we are hearing from Kolkata, it could also be disturbing, Munish. What is the CBI's joint director telling his superiors in Delhi? His house has been surrounded, but there's lots more action that's happening around his house, Munish.
Yeah, well, I also spoke to a few senior officials, and they are saying that his house has been surrounded. Now, Pankaj Srivastava, the joint director, maintains that this is an investigation under Supreme Court order, so they have all the powers to investigate and carry out searches at any place. They do not need consent of West Bengal government or Kolkata police to examine anyone or to search any premises, and that is why they went to examine Rajeev Kumar, the Kolkata police commissioner. But the way they have been harassed by the Kolkata police, the Kolkata government, now they are saying that they will approach the Supreme Court tomorrow. And remember, tomorrow CBI will get its new director. The new director is flying tonight in Delhi, and tomorrow he will take charge. So it will be the first task, we can say, of the new CBI director also, not to handle his own organization, but also handle Kolkata police and Kolkata government.
Stay with me. Stay with us for a moment. Rahul, Mamata Banerjee says this is a constitutional crisis. This is an attack on the constitution. It's an attack on the federal structure of the country. Rahul, you've been covering center-state relationship for decades. How is this looking? Is this CBI following instructions as per court orders, carrying out an investigation? Or is there merit in Mamata Banerjee's allegation that this is happening on the instructions of the Prime Minister, the BJP President and the NSA?
Gaurav, the nation runs on law. Irrespective of the political bickering between the BJP government at the center and the TMC government in the state, we and the police and everybody has to go by the law. Now let me just allow me some time. What does the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act, under which the CBI function, says? The Section 6 Part 2 says, when an order under subsection 1, the powers and jurisdiction of the members of the said police establishment, in this case CBI, are extended to any such area, that means Kolkata right now, a member thereof may subject to any orders which the central government may make in the behalf, discharge the function of a police officer in that area. That means, under the case which was given to the CBI by the Supreme Court, if the CBI is investigating, the CBI has the jurisdiction to operate in that area. If the CBI feels that the Kolkata Commissioner Rajeev Kumar has to be investigated, then the CBI has powers. It does not need to take any consent. It is not breach of any kind of protocol if the CBI reaches the doors of Rajeev Kumar's residence. Beyond that, what has happened and what has transpired on the ground could be different. But The law is explicit. If the CBI team, as under the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act, has reached there, it has the powers and the jurisdictional charge to be there acting as a police officer. And that is why what one can say, I've spoken to a couple of very senior CBI officers and also those who have retired. They are saying that this is unprecedented. Police acting against CBI officers is obstruction of duty and can be punishable under the law of the land.
Rahul, Pooja here, a quick question. Hadn't Mamata Banerjee also said that without specific permission, the CBI teams will not be allowed to go ahead into the state and conduct those investigations? That had also been a full-on war between the two parties. Is there a state authority right now in Bengal over that issue that the CBI team could have been stopped? Because that is what the Trinamool Congress would want to say here.
Pooja, this has happened in Andhra Pradesh also. The TDP chief minister said that he will not allow the CBI to function. Trinamool Congress at the same time had also said something similar. But the fact remains that it is an issue of jurisdiction. Can the CBI act in a place like Kolkata or in Andhra Pradesh or in any other part of the country in a case which it has got the jurisdiction? Yes, CBI can move in there. Does it need to have permission? The answer is a blunt no. But in this case, as Munish was also saying, sometime back, the CBI had already apprised the state authorities that it is planning to move in. And given the fact that the CBI has already intimated, intimation is the key here, that the intimation, the basic courtesies of operation in a federal structure were complied with. If they were complied with, then the Kolkata police action can be called as a serious discharge of non-compliance.
And is this then a case of obstructing a government servant from discharging his duty? Munish, the issue raised by the West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee was that the CBI team did not have any documents. They did not have a search warrant or an arrest warrant, and none of this was shown. So, is that actually a fact on ground?
Yeah, well, CBI maintains that they had made Supreme Court aware of the fact that when they had asked the SIT, then the SIT probing the Sharda scam to submit the documents, some of the documents were missing, and that is when they approached the Supreme Court and asked what to do. After Supreme Court's instruction, they had written the letter to the DGP of West Bengal asking that the SIT members should appear before the CBI to record their statement. They need to examine him. So after Supreme Court instructions, they wanted to examine Rajeev Kumar, the police commissioner of Kolkata, and they are saying that they do not require any documents because Supreme Court had already asked them to investigate this case, and they are free to carry out searches anywhere and examine any person. So that is why they went today to examine Rajeev Kumar. There is no need of any document or search warrant required by the CBI to carry out searches or examine anyone. And Rajeev Kumar also, they do not require any documents. That is what CBI maintained.
Indrajit, to save the constitution, Mamata Banerjee says she's sitting on a dharna. Is this going to be through the night, through the day, tomorrow? What are Mamata Banerjee's plans on ground zero?
Well, absolutely. Mamata Banerjee is taking this battle politically head-on against the central government and the BJP. She's already at the Dharna site in central Kolkata at Esplanade, and the Trinamool Congress plans that this Dharna is going to go on all through the night. So Mamata Banerjee will be sitting there at that location indefinitely at this point in time. So we'll have to hear from the Trinamool Congress as to what is going to be the next plan. But what we are hearing is that she will conduct a cabinet meet tomorrow, but she will remain at the Dharna site, and she will conduct the cabinet meet over phone and deliberate with her cabinet colleagues. So clearly, Mamata Banerjee sees this as an opportunity to hit out at the Modi government. And even as we speak, as we were saying, at Nizam Palace, where a senior CBI officer has his residence, CBI Joint Director Pankaj Srivastava, there are police officers there. At this very CBI office, which is the regional, CBI office here in Kolkata at the CGO complex, here the forces have been removed. So forces removed from this place at least. But the CBI officials at Shakespeare Sharni police station, at least 5 of them, they are still holed up. We are given to understand that they have been detained, and we are given to understand that there is some amount of concern amongst the CBI officers here in Kolkata the safety and security of their loved ones, of them, because police officers have been placed outside their residence at Nizam Palace.
All right, issue of threat and also safety, but above all, whether any evidence is being destroyed is what the CBI fears. Indrajit, it's going to be a long night, of course, there in Bengal. Gaurav, this is a complete breakdown there in the state, but importantly, the Congress leaders have started to react.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.